Welcome to the Photo Mode Awards 2025, a celebration of creativity, storytelling, and the incredible power of virtual photography. Every year, gamers from across the globe harness the power of in-game photo modes to freeze time, capturing emotion, atmosphere, and narrative all in a single frame. From war-torn battlefields to tranquil wilderness, from neon-soaked skylines to quiet moments of introspection, these images transcend gameplay, they become art. And this year, your response has been extraordinary. With over 2.3 thousand submissions from over 70 countries, this year's entries push the creative boundaries of virtual photography. From AAA blockbusters to hidden indie treasures, from fresh releases to beloved classics. The passion, vision, and artistry of this community has never shone brighter. Now, of course, none of this would be possible without the support of studios and publishers who continue to champion in-game photography. This year, the awards were proudly supported by CD Projekt Red, Bethesda, Insomniac Games, Ben Studio, Sucker Punch Productions, IO Interactive, Frontier, PlayOn, Bandai Namco, 505 Games, and Santa Monica Studio. Developers who consistently push the boundaries of visual storytelling and empower players to create stunning work within their worlds. Alongside them, our community partners VPRT, VGP Network, Society of Virtual Photographers, and Artist Society have played a vital role in shaping and growing the virtual photography space. Their continued support, from spotlighting artists to sharing work across social media, has helped elevate this art form and connect creators across the world. And beyond the art itself, this community continues to make a difference in the real world. We're proud to share that the Photo Mode Awards has helped raise over 1,000 Australian dollars so far for the Royal Children's Hospital. A reminder that creativity, when united with purpose, can have a powerful impact. The community has shown us what's possible. Not just in creativity, but in connection. So now let's turn the spotlight to the artists, the images, and the moments that define this year. Welcome to the Photo Mode Awards 2025. Let's kick things off with the People's Choice Awards, where the community had their say, voting for the best photo modes across 5 game categories, plus Creator of the Year. With over 4,200 votes, the community came together to recognise the studios and the artists who've made a lasting impression this year. First up, Best Action Game Photo Mode. These titles let players capture explosive, high-octane moments with cinematic precision, with every frame being a pulse-pounding snapshot of controlled chaos. And the finalists are Atomfall by Rebellion Developments, Black Myth Wukong by Game Science, Tekken 8 by Bandai Namco, Stellar Blade by Shift Up, Monster Hunter Wilds by Capcom, The First Descendant by NetSong Games, Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2 by Saber Interactive and Focus Entertainment, God of War Ragnarok PC port by Santa Monica Studio. And your top 5 are Black Myth Wukong by Game Science, God of War Ragnarok PC port by Santa Monica Studio, Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2 by Saber Interactive and Focus Entertainment, Stellar Blade by Shift Up, and Monster Hunter Wilds by Capcom. And the winner is God of War Ragnarok by Santa Monica Studio. Next, Best Adventure Game Photo Mode. These games invite us into rich, mysterious worlds, giving players the tools to preserve every awe-inspiring moment of their journey. And the finalists are Hogwarts Legacy by Warner Bros. Games, Star Wars Outlaws by Ubisoft, Infinity Nikki by Paper Games, Alan Wake 2 by Remedy Entertainment, Horizon Zero Dawn Remastered by Guerrilla Games, The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered, PC port by Naughty Dog, Marvel's Spider-Man 2, PC port by Insomniac Games, Days Gone Remastered by Ben Studio, Astrobot by Team Asobi, Avatar, Frontiers of Pandora, the Skybreaker DLC by Ubisoft. And your top 5 are Marvel Spider-Man 2 by Insomniac Games, Days Gone Remastered by Ben Studio, Horizon Zero Dawn Remastered by Guerrilla Games, Alan Wake 2 by Remedy Entertainment, The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered by Naughty Dog. And the People's Choice Awards for the Best Adventure Game Photo Mode goes to Days Gone Remastered by Ben Studio. Next up, we spotlight Best Indie Game Photo Mode. Innovation, heart, originality. These developers crafted imaginative spaces where creativity flourished, and their photo modes empower players to bring those worlds to life. And the finalists are Lost Records Bloom and Rage by Don't Nod, The Sinking City Remastered by Frogwares, No Man's Sky Worlds Part 1 by Hello Games, Once Human by Story Studio, Journey to the Savage Planet by Typhoon Studios, Flintlock The Siege of Dawn by Kepler Interactive, Indica by Odd Meter Games and 11-Bit Studios, Dredge The Iron Rig DLC by Black Salt Games and Team 17, Pacific Drive by Kepler Interactive, Lush Foil Photography Sim by Matt Newell and Annapurna Interactive, Karma The Dark World by Pollard Studio and Wired Productions, #Thrive Rally by Pixel Perfect Dude, Tiny Glade by Pounce Light. And your top 5 are Lost Records Bloom and Rage by Don't Nod, Karma The Dark World by Pollard Studio and Wired Productions, No Man's Sky Worlds Part 1 by Hello Games, Lush Foil Photography Sim by Matt Newell and Annapurna Interactive, Pacific Drive by Kepler Interactive. And the People's Choice Awards for the Best Indie Game Photo Mode goes to Lost Records Bloom and Rage by Don't Nod. Moving on, from epic landscapes to deeply personal moments, RPGs consistently deliver some of the most breathtaking imagery in gaming, and these photo modes captured every step of the journey. And the finalists are Starfield, Shattered Space DLC by Bethesda, Assassin's Creed Shadows by Ubisoft, Final Fantasy XVI PC port by Square Enix, Cyberpunk 2077 by CD Projekt Red, Rise of the Ronin PC port by Team Ninja, Dragon Age The Veilguard by BioWare and EA, Baldur's Gate 3 by Larian Studios, Fallout 76 Glow of the Ghoul by Bethesda. And your top 5 are Final Fantasy XVI PC port by Square Enix, Assassin's Creed Shadows by Ubisoft, Cyberpunk 2077 by CD Projekt Red, Baldur's Gate 3 by Larian Studios, Fallout 76 Glow of the Ghoul by Bethesda. And the People's Choice Awards for the Best RPG Game Photo Mode goes to Cyberpunk 2077 by CD Projekt Red. And finally, we have Best Simulation Game Photo Mode. Whether it's the meditative calm of farming or the intensity of time-pressured scenarios, these photo modes allowed us to fully immerse ourselves and document every meaningful detail. And the finalists are Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 by Asobo Studio, The Crew Motorfest Year 2 Update by Ubisoft, NBA 2K25 by 2K Games, F1 25 by Codemasters and EA Sports, Forza Horizon 5, PS5 port by Playground Games, Expeditions, a Mud Runner game by Saber and Focus Entertainment, Monster Jam Showdown by Milestone and PlayOn, Age of Mythology Retold by Xbox Game Studios, MotoGP 25 by Milestone SRL, EA Sports FC 25 by EA Sports, Wreckfest 2 by THQ Nordic. And here's your top 5. Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 by Asobo Studio, The Crew Motorfest Year 2 Update by Ubisoft, Age of Mythology Retold by Xbox Game Studios, Wreckfest 2 by THQ Nordic, Forza Horizon 5, PS5 port by Playground Games. And the People's Choice Awards for the Best Simulation Game Photo Mode goes to Forza Horizon 5 by Playground Games. And now the one that we've all been waiting for, Creator of the Year. The Creator of the Year Award celebrates a virtual photographer who has consistently inspired the community with their talent, perspective, and unique voice. And the finalists are Evie at Wistful Embrace, Majuk at Majuk In-Game, Saskia Virtual Photography at Saskia's Photo World, Malin at Playpose Photo, Amich VP at Amich VP, Nimue at Nina Kinnan VP, Michi at Michi Media, Glow at Gluban Photography, and Damon at Internal Solace. And your top 5 are Nimue at ninacannon.vp, Evie at Wistful Embrace, Malin at Play Pause Photo, Saskia at Saskia's Photo World, and Michi at Michi Media. And the People's Choice Awards 2025 Creator of the Year goes to Michi at Michi Media. And now for the heart of the show. The Photo Mode Awards Photography Competition. Across 6 categories, our panel of judges carefully reviewed a shortlist of standout finalists. Each judge then submitted their top selections, which were combined to determine the overall winners and runners-up. Narrowing down such incredible talent was no easy task, and every decision was a challenge. To everyone out there who submitted their work, congratulations and thank you for being a part of this year's awards. Now that judging is complete and the results are finalised, it's time to celebrate the finalists whose work truly stood out. Let's take a closer look at each category, honouring the exceptional images that made the final cut and announcing the winners. We'll start with the people category, portraits that speak. These frames capture personality, emotion, and soul, transforming game characters into unforgettable icons. And the nominees are And your top 5 are Esme Elizabeth with Kina Bridge of Spirits, Alea Plays Games with Cyberpunk 2077, Vicky221B also with Cyberpunk 2077, Takasan Games with Assassin's Creed Shadows, Krieg VP, Cyberpunk 2077, and the PMAs goes to Krieg VP with his photo taken in Cyberpunk 2077 by CD Projekt Red. Next, we move on to architecture, majestic structures, intricate details, towering skylines. This category celebrates design, both real and imagined, through bold composition and atmosphere. And your top 5 are Wistful Embrace, Marvel's Spider-Man 2, Michi Media with Cyberpunk 2077, XJQ XZ66 with Cyberpunk 2077, Photo In-Game Cyberpunk 2077, T Novitz VP with Lush Foil Photography Sim, and the PMAs goes to XJQ XZ66 with her photo taken in Cyberpunk 2077 by CD Projekt Red. Now on to action. Frozen chaos, controlled explosions, dynamic motion. These images turn milliseconds into moments that feel suspended in time. And your top 5 are Archie Hannah Free with Marvel's Spider-Man 2, Image VP with Gran Turismo 7, Hazel Green VP with Ghost of Tsushima Legends, Lunar Q with Elden Ring, M Deva VP with Far Cry New Dawn, and the PMAs goes to Lunar Q with his photo taken in Elden Ring by From Software and Bandai Namco. Now let's take a closer look at the close-up category. Zooming in on detail and nuance, this category reveals textures, emotion, and hidden beauty that often goes unnoticed. And your top 5 are Wistful Embrace with Ghost of Tsushima, The Only Jest VP with Cyberpunk 2077, Wings for Smiles with Alan Wake 2, Play a Pause Photo with Ghost of Tsushima, Rian Wonderland with Control, and the PMAs goes to Wings for Smiles with her photo taken in Alan Wake 2 by Remedy Entertainment. Up next we have Indie, a tribute to independent visionaries. These photographs highlight the handcrafted artistry and daring visuals of the indie scene. And your top 5 are Cobb Phillip with No Man's Sky, Screen Edge with Session Skate Sim, Tim 14VP with Sifu, Keep Your Inner Light with Atomic Heart, Shikolka with Indica. And the PMAs goes to Screen Edge with his photo taken in Session Skate Sim by Creature Studios and Nacon. And finally we have Nature. From serene landscapes to untamed wilderness, this category honours the breathtaking digital environments that echo the beauty and wonder of the natural world. And your top 5 are Deathstalker 131 with Assassin's Creed Shadows, Wistful Embrace with Ghost of Tsushima, Hazel Green VP, Black Myth Wukong, Belly Garson 115 with Assassin's Creed Shadows, Water Pelin with Horizon Forbidden West. And the PMAs goes to Belly Garson 115 with his photo taken in Assassin's Creed Shadows by Ubisoft. And that brings us to the end of this year's Photo Mode Awards. To every artist who submitted their work, thank you so much. To every voter, studio and supporter, we're grateful for your time, passion and creativity. The Photo Mode Awards exist because of this community. What started as a feature in games has grown into something so much more. A space where players become storytellers and where games become galleries. Whether you're capturing quiet moments or epic scenes, your work continues to show just how powerful virtual photography can be. We'll be back next year, but until then, keep exploring, keep capturing, and most importantly, keep sharing your view of the world.